About to get into some of this Kanye West interview on Drink Champs. And just pay attention to what he's saying, man. Kanye speak in parables. So you gotta like really listen. Let's get into it.
That's big killer. Beats in the
None of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck you. Oh, got the address. That's how I found it. I Googled it.
I Googled it.
What it good be? Hoping this what it should be. This your boy NAO.
What up, it's DJ EFN.
And this is motherfucking Military Crazy Raw Radio, Drink Champs Yappy Hour, award winning, motherfucking make some noise! Now, last time we had this brother on here, our numbers went through the roof. I mean, we were, whew. And let's just for people that don't know, the man is a genius. Musical genius, lyrical genius, fashion icon. He can wear a rubber shirt and you're gonna wear it. Cause that's how influential he is. Right now, last time he came here, he said, cancel me. He pointed to himself, he said, cancel me. They did not cancel him. They could not cancel him. Right now, it's a little turmoil. We're going to get to it. We're going to ask the questions. We're going to do whatever. I asked him if anything is off the record. He said absolutely nothing. But we're going to give praises and love to the one, the only, Mr. Ye. Make some noise! Now, Ye, I want to start because, you know, the very famous interview was you and Sway, right? And then you saying that you wanted to be like Ralph or you wanted to be up there with that caliber. And now it's like you are Ralph. You are that caliber. And then so I guess what I'm trying to say is, so that's where we get confused with
Did Sway have the answers?
No, yeah, I think you already admitted Sway had the answer. But I guess that's where we get confused with the Adidas part of it is because, like, that's how you became a billionaire, right? Through the Yeezy. So like, what was the discrepancy with Adidas?
You know, I just didn't have the relationships with the factories at that time, and I was managing a lot of ideas. Like I was a new dad. I was newly married. I had a bunch of team, like a big team of designers with me, and we hadn't established who we were. We were still fighting to get our respect in fashion. So there's a lot of fights at the same time. So we had to go and basically like intern almost up under these companies.
Because you interned for Louis Vuitton at one time, right? Okay.
Louis Vuitton, Fendi, and we interned in a way at Adidas. I like the licensing deal was my intern to become, more in that Bernard Arnault, Bezos, Elon territory, and just understanding how to, how money works. Like this is first generation. Like you can say, like look at like Jay with the Duce. This is first generational wealth.
And learn those infrastructures, right?
Yeah, the infrastructure is how to do a factory. Even right now, like when I left Gap, I moved. We made this T-shirt, like all the tremendous stuff we're doing right now, which is a flip on Supreme, where the guy that used to work for me, Tremaine, is now at Supreme, and we can go further into that. A little bit later, but for the main point is, so I took it over to Dove Charney, at LA Apparel, and he founded Los Angeles Apparel. So then we made the White Lives Matter tees, and then when I put up the tweet, the DEF CON tweet, now he ain't releasing the tee because he's Jewish. And I'm like, see, this is my exact point that I'm making. Like, Jewish people have owned the black voice, whether it's through us wearing a Ralph Lauren shirt, or it's all of us being signed to a record label, or having a Jewish manager, or being signed to a Jewish.
Y'all hear that? Listen.
Basketball team, or doing a movie on a Jewish platform like Disney. And we understand, it's like, I respect what the Jewish people have done and how they brought their people together. You know, they came into money through the lawyers when after Wall Street, when all of the like the Catholics, they wouldn't divorce people.
Right.
So the Jewish lawyers came and they were willing to divorce people. That's when they first came into their money. So like, say with me and Jay, with our culture, with the darker Jews. First of all, because you got
This happens when anybody start talking deep.
Okay. Yeah, with the darker Jews, the 12 lost tribes of Israel, who we are, because we Jewish also. We from Africa also. We're the blood of Christ. So we're not just black. We are Jew, just like the Jewish people. And now we're coming into money. But the main thing is, I got to drink the Douce over the Hennessy as the first step to us coming together, like how the Jewish people came together. But we couldn't even talk about. I remember Ben Horowitz called me after 444 and said, I don't know about Jay giving up Jewish business secrets. And these secrets.
We talking about building up the properties and stuff like that.
Yeah,
on 444.
these secrets they not finna be a secret no more. Like, if somebody tells me something, it's like, yo, I want to tell you this, but it's a secret. I'm like, I'm not your personal hard drive. Like, if you want to be a secret, don't tell me. I'm not here to keep nobody's secrets, because it's only the truth that's going to set us free. And what they do is, the Jewish community, especially in the music industry, they'll take, in the entertainment period, they'll take one of us, the brightest of us, right, that can really feed a whole village, and they'll take us and milk us till we die, and then Stevie Wonder's son got to get a job, right? But Cameron Azoff got a job at Apple. He's already set up because of the way Azoff is connected. And we have to make our own connections. That's what I saw. What I loved about it, I love Dove just as a human being.
And this is the guy from Adidas?
Dove is from American Apparel.
Okay.
But I'm talking about put out my White Lives Matter tee. The White Lives Matter tee don't say nothing. It don't say DEF CON or nothing on it, right? I'm like, put it out. And he's telling me, like, yo, I want you to visit the Holocaust Museum. And I was like, yo, I want you to visit Planned Parenthood. That's our Holocaust Museum. I'm like, yo, I put my life on this. At this point, because they've been fucking with me too long. They put the crazy narrative out there. My Jewish trainer, Harley Pasternak, who's Lizzo's trainer, put it out when I went to the hospital, put it in the press. I got a bunch of friends that went to the hospital. It didn't go to the press. They did that just like they did in the documentary on the 3rd episode to say, we love Ye like the rest of y'all. We know he a genius like the rest of y'all, but sometimes you got to turn the camera off on him. So they'll go and get a dude that's supposed to be my friend that's been taping me the whole time and buy this nigga out for $30 million.
I thought you co-signed that.
I ain't co-signing, but you get used to that. Paparazzi taking a picture of you, you ain't getting no money off it. You just get used to getting screwed by the Jewish media. And I'm saying, y'all done poked the bear too fucking long. When I wore the White Lives Matter tee, I had 4 SoFi Stadium shows. They canceled my shows. I said it's up. And let me tell you one thing. It's like if a black man is caught with something in the car or something, everybody in the car going to go to jail with him, right? But if a black man can play basketball or rap, only he gets the record deal. So meaning like if one black man does something bad, all the other blacks get caught with him. If one black man does something good, nobody else gets nothing with him. It's a reverse for the Jewish people, right? If a Jewish person could repeatedly fucks me on a deal, it's just them. It's just the businessman. It's not the people. It's not nobody else. But if a Jewish person does good, all of their people eat with them. That's one of the flips. I got to tell you something.
I hear that. Now, if y'all didn't get that on your own time, go back and listen to that part again. He's going in, man.
Where is a black guy that has a Jewish person signed to him? Point it out. Tell me that. Where is a black person that's signed to a Jewish person? All of them. Basically 90% of them. So what I'm saying is, y'all done poked the bear too many times. Y'all should have learned with Drake. Y'all should have learned with Puff. Y'all should have learned with Hove. Y'all dealing with a different kind of animal here. You know, everybody wants to say I'm 730. Well, I'm going to use that to my advantage. I told y'all I was the leader. I told y'all I'm going to free my people in the name of God. And I will put my life at risk, because if I wasn't in a glass prison, just like Larry Hoover's in a real prison, then I would have had to say so when my kids go to school. I go into my kids' school, I see Hanukkah books, then I see Kwanzaa. Christmas is Christ's Mass. Where's Jesus in the school where all the celebrities are paying for their kids to go?
Cell? I'm sorry. What did you hey, I'm talking about.
Right.
But ain't nobody listening to me type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm in like a glass box of like celebrity with a bunch of handlers around me and shit, and people colluding behind my back and being like, is he ramped up? What we gonna say now? What I told y'all, because I talked to Larry Jackson last night, and he was like, yo.
From iTunes.
Yeah, but now he's got his own deal. He started telling me how Clive Davis changed his life. And I talked to him for 6 minutes. He said, well, usually we talk back and forth. I said, Larry, this is my life, though. I'm letting you know so you can let everybody know what it is. What it is at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of y'all no more. And we don't have to be afraid. I understand that they got us so paid off every which way. They cutting down. And my whole point just off the tweet, the fact that, what does that even mean, what I said? And the fact that I got taken off proves my point. Jamie Lee Curtis went on TV and said, I hope they take his children away from him. Wow. I hope they take his children away from him. Everybody they put out, Triple X, Tupac, that's what Larry was saying. My response was, well, I guess I'm next then. Because it's no backing down at this point. I talked to Cube because Cube been labeled an anti-Semite. First of all, we are Semite. We Jew. So I can't be anti-Semite. First of all, I need my 4 stadiums back. The 78 media outlets that called me abuser when I was trying to get that heroin addict away from my kids that was tattooing my kids' names on them, Skeet, Pete Davidson, they popping up. You know what I'm saying? It's like they Trevor Noah, not even from America. He just looked black. Right? Gonna say, yo, Kim, it's gonna get dangerous. So they putting all that, he crazy. He's so OJ. Nori just want the family back together. I just want the family back together. Kim is a Christian. On TMZ, I just saw yesterday, they said, Pete Davidson and Kim have sex by the fireplace to honor their grandmother. It's Jewish Zionists that's about that life, that's telling this Christian woman that has 4 black children to put that out as a message in the media. So when I drive by and I see the Hulu ads and I say the JP Chase Morgan ads, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, the devil is a defeated foe. You can't poison me. And by the way, y'all done already fuck with me so much. Y'all already black mirrored me. You already made everybody think I'm crazy. You already took my family away. You already separated all my friends. I don't got no celebrity friends. Because when I was on TV, on Instagram saying, I don't know where my child is, and the Kardashians kidnapped my daughter in public, and I didn't have the address of my child, none of these niggas that want to say something
Travis
now.
gave you the address, though?
Travis gave me the address. But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck you. Hold on. Okay. All you fake hard niggas, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck because you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got to talk is because you did a deal, you fucking fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do all that, and get out of jail is that you promise that you're gonna go pull my coat car. So y'all niggas shut the fuck up about me. Now let me say it calm. You niggas shut the fuck up about Michael.
Right.
I'm Michael now.
Right,
Every Michael you can think of,
right.
but mostly Godfather Michael now. No. I'm Michael now. I'm Michael now. I am the richest.
Right. They say you're the richest black man in American history.
In history.
In American
history.
Can we make some noise for that, goddammit?
So I want y'all to run up on me.
No.
I want y'all to come kill me.
No.
I want you to smack me.
No.
I want you to do all the shit you rap about.
No.
All the shit you rap about. I want you to come do it now. Come down to this joint right now, please. Or otherwise, shut the fuck up unless you was there when the Kardashians kidnapped my kids. You understand? Now go and get y'all some motherfucking business while we go and get free. Because I'm Moses out here. You know what I'm saying? I watched the George Floyd documentary that Candace Owens put up. One of the things that his two roommates said was, they want a tall guy like me. They want a tall guy like me. And the day when he died, he said a prayer for, 8 minutes. He said a prayer for 8 minutes. They hit him with the fentanyl. If you look, the guy's knee wasn't even on his neck like that. When he said mama is his girlfriend. They said he screamed for his mama. Mama was his girlfriend. It's in the documentary. But something that hit me, that fucked me up when I was watching the documentary, and it said they want a tall guy like me. When I looked at that image of him, this tall black dude with the bald head, he reminded me of somebody else. Who you think he reminded me of?
Virgil.
He reminded me of Virgil. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna cry in front of y'all because that's how they get me, right?
Right.
But I know that we lost him. And I know that this white company, Louis Vuitton, is now making statues of him, like as a martyr. And we don't know why exactly. We say it's cancer.
But I mean, all right. I want to be careful with this subject because.
Wait a second, but tell me, could you even really run this interview? Because Mav didn't run my interview.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They blocked me out. The Jewish media blocked me out. This shit lit, right? I'm lit, right? I'm lit.
Right.
I'm lit. You know what I'm saying? JP Morgan, I put $140 million into JP Morgan and they treated me like shit. So if JP Morgan Chase is treating me like that, how they treating the rest of y'all?
That's outrageous,
Sure.
yeah.
And this murderers for Chase accounts.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I am outraged. By the time people they want to calm it down.
Because no matter what, you didn't break no law.
I didn't break a law.
No matter
I didn't break a
The
law.
bank shouldn't be a judge or jury on
Right.
anything that's
But
going
this
on.
it's like a social contract. Candace Owens has a word for it, I'm forgetting. But it's basically like they told Candace Owens she couldn't hang out with me. I'm here because I didn't have no outlet. I was on Tucker Carlson, right? And people, Trump supporters, they think it's so, they think it's nice that a black guy supports Trump. But it's like, would they really support me when I do? Because they said legally I'm not allowed to say what's happening in 2024. But all those people that love me when I run against, when I wore the hat, right? Would they support me? I got to say something about the hat. That's one of the things that really drove me to the edge.
Some of the MAGA hat.
The MAGA hat. Imagine your own wife telling you, "Oh, the hat, small dick energy." Meanwhile, the Clintons got them trying to get people to get vaccinated. I know somebody, I'm not going to say his name, where Kim and Chris got on the phone with them trying to get them to push the vaccination to black people. Meaning that's how in tuned and how aligned with the Clintons that the Kardashians were through Corey.
Oh.
Through Corey. Corey is a plant. Corey was, Puff Daddy, Manny. You get what I'm saying? Then he was with Justin Bieber when Justin Bieber got in trouble. And then when Bruce did a transition.
You know what a plant is? A plant in term which Ye mean it is one of those undercover type agents type, you know what I mean? That's somebody they put in your circle to shake things up. you know what I mean? And have ears in, eyes on, and to shake things up and to maneuver, you know what I mean? Just gotta watch them, man.
To Caitlyn, he popped up. Now he run around like he Kylie daddy. But he's there for the agenda and controlling the power of that family. Four of those people in that family have been raised Christian by Rob Kardashian. I know y'all want a question, but this is your ass right there.
I think you just gotta let some of this out.
It's not even venting or inventing. It's up. You know, they done fuck with me too long. Every time they say my name wrong, it's like they calling me Cassius. My name Ali. If I change my name, you respect that I changed my name. It shows you the level of disrespect. Every time they say one of my outfits are bizarre. When the last time you read a headline and they called me a billionaire? For 3 years, Forbes wouldn't say I was a billionaire. It's all to diminish me so y'all wouldn't listen to me. So say when I did the Ye and Drake show, right? It's so funny, I look up and it said Ye, DRK right there. But I look, it's just a similarity
Are you dyslexic
to it.
like me?
Absolutely. Gemini dyslexic, left-handed, made to be right-handed, so I can fit in.
Okay. All right. That's right. All right. Continue. All right. I'm gonna take another shot. I'm gonna be honest. This is a lot. This is a lot. I'm gonna be honest.
Only to do say.
Yeah. Okay. Only to do say. This is beautiful.
Yo, think about like Nike. Nike is as popular as Apple, but it's company number 321. Apple's number 1. Nike's on defense. It's not on offense.
Whoa.
Right? Because niggas love Nike. Right? So Nike is used for political influence because it's not about the money you make, it's about the position you have. So when they signed me to Gap, it wasn't to raise a stock price, it was to be able to be like, to tell the Fortune 500 companies that do deals with China, to tell them, hey, Gap has influence in the underserved communities.
Right.
That was what the deal was about.
That's the girl part, not you.
The same reason why I was in a Kardashian situation. So you would feel.
Hold on, let me ask you something, because as a person that when we first seen the Gap deal, right?
Yeah.
We understand that rich motherfuckers ain't going in the Gap, but you know what? They was going in the Gap because of you, and they was going, and it said powered by Balenciaga. But then you walk into the store, and then these clothes that's just on the floor. Is that degrading to somebody that's rich that want to come in there and support you?
We should degrade the rich. Everybody is dirt. Everybody on the same level beneath God. Because we'll hop over.
That was all. I wasn't ready.
You know, we'll walk over a homeless person to get to the Gucci store.
Terrible.
Ray Kurzweil said a utopia is possible where we're led by the least noble and the greediest people. I brought the head designer of Balenciaga, the greatest designer on our planet today, to Dimna. Dimna is the Ye of clothing. Dimna is the Drake of clothing. Drake is the greatest rapper ever.
And you said,
and I don't apologize about it.
You said in war he held fuck your baby's mother's mother?
Yeah, that was hard.
That was
hard.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on? What does that mean? What does that mean?
I mean, it's
like we was confused.
You know what it means. So,
God damn it.
And I put like, Corey know what it means.
Corey, oh my God.
So,
Let me get another one. Tell them to bring out the Yabby Easy. Oh my God, I'm sorry, go ahead, continue.
Libra, happy birthday.
Oh shit. Okay. Ye is out there. Let's go. Speaking of that, are you single? Are you back in the market? You finger popping out there? What you doing? What you doing out there?
Yeah, you know, I'm the type of person I'm gonna go from girlfriend to girlfriend. Like I like focus. You know, I like to. Like I say, would it amuse you if I amused you? Like I like to make a girl my muse. I like to take them and take them overseas or something like that. I like to get them Birkins. I might even get a girl a house. You know what I'm saying? I'm just on some like ridiculously rich shit. You know what I'm saying? I just do everything.
From one extreme to the other. Don't step on the homeless guy to get the Gucci. And I'm like,
Remember, we gotta go back to Gap.
no, because we can't have them homeless. We can't have them homeless.
No, but one day.
ridiculously rich shit.
One day I'm singing one of my favorite songs. I'm like, your life finna change right now.
That was about Cheney.
Okay.
Dick Cheney?
Wait a minute. What? No, but I was singing it.
No, at first, the funny thing, it was about Stas. And then Stas, Kylie's friend, and she was scared to come down to the studio because
her life was finna change right now?
Because the Kardashians got her threatened. So then I just took her name off.
Really?
Yeah. And then, but the thing is like a mix, because I could like a couple girls at one time, and I'll put that together in a verse. So some of the stuff is like specifically Cheney, and some of the stuff is more Stas. And then at the end of the day, it's all gospel, right? So we could be inspired by what God made through the female's beauty, but at the end of the day, we got to give it all to God. So at the end of the song, it says, Stassi, baby, why you twerk so crazy? I want to be on an airplane, because it's a twerking video. She on the airplane. I played it for Trav. He started laughing. But then I switched. I said, Lord, take me where you want to take me. Too much drama lately. Your life finna change right now. Your life finna change right now. Balenciaga for all your friends. Hermes for the arguments. Your life finna change right now. Okay, let me talk about Balenciaga.
Okay. I'm Balenciaga. That. Just in case you don't know, I studied.
Yeah. So
I got the lights lighting up too.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all been sitting.
Y'all gotta listen to Kanye West, man. Listen to what he's saying, y'all. It make a whole lot of sense, man.
You did the last interview. I've been Balenciaga and y'all. You know my nickname is Yala, so now they call me Balenciaga.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
All right, so
Balenciaga
has the best design because they have the best designer. Period.
And that's not you?
I'm more like a Steve Jobs type. You used to say to Steve, like, yo, you don't even program. Mm-hmm. I would never disrespect a designer that been to school and that can cut and have dedicated their whole life and call myself a designer. I'm more an imagineer. I'm a visionary. And I place the pieces of our culture together. Even right now, I want to bring joy and laughter. So even if say we wanted to like look at the interview and we have a conversation out and say, look, do we need this first segment? Let's just do the shit that's like, it's controversial because people ain't gonna really name names, but it's funny still. Right. I think about that. It's like, we need joy. It's too much pain.
Right,
it's too much anger, and it's too much trauma economy. Right. I'm not gonna be like, I talk about the left, the Democrats, and how they pray with BLM on our outrage. Even when I put up the DEFCON 3 tweet, I was outraged at this point.
What does DEFCON 3 mean?
It's like level of
actually when it's DEFCON,
it's like nuclear war.
I spelled it wrong. I have a tendency to do that. But DEFCON is actually that you're preparing to protect yourself. Because that's what I did. Because once they cancel 4 SoFi stadiums because of what's classified as wrong-think,
Right.
because you have groupthink,
Right.
it is very important to have the black vote be in groupthink and to not separate from the thought and be completely in line with the agenda of the left, the Jewish media, and the Chinese.
There's a lot of Chinese things got something to do with it?
They got something to do with everything. This is my issue with Jared Kushner. So I went to a dinner, right, with Josh Kushner, Jared Kushner, and Ivanka. I'm always saying her name like that. So
We know what that means. That's a different ring to it. Go ahead, continue.
no, me and Ivanka, nothing never happened. But
I hung out with you and Jared one time.
It's so funny though, because me and Drake, before Donda came out, we met up at the studio, and the 80% of the time I'm just talking about how much I love Future and how I want to work with him, and how he's the most influential artist of the past 10 years. He had the most number ones in history now, but wait for you. So we was right about that, right? So, and he says, yo, I just want to tell you, nothing ever happened, with Kim.
Who, Future?
No, this is what Drake told me.
Oh,
I'm only talking to Drake about Future, really. Like, okay. I'm like, yo, I love Future.
This is after y'all squashed the beat, after the concert?
This is when we were squashing it, right?
Okay.
This is the when we squashed it twice last year. In the beginning, and then when me and Jay Prince went to go see him. I got another funny story about that.
Oh, we'd love to hear it.
So then Drake says to me, yo, I need to tell the story like this. So basically, Jared Kushner asked Steve Stout, like, yo, just tell me, like, did Ye fuck my wife? And Steve Stout was like, no, Ye never did nothing. So when I went to the White House, I saw Jared. I was like, yo, I want to just tell you, nothing ever happened. He's like, yo, I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, yo, and I